My name is Amanda Grisham, and I am a junior in apparel design and merchandise management. I really got my hands into everything here. I tried several different after-school programs, got involved in certain clubs, and now in my junior year, I am the president of Oregon State Fashion Organization, and I absolutely love it. You get to learn a lot. There's travel abroad experiences that you don't necessarily get to have at other places, and I've really fallen in love with the structure of the program. You get great relationships with your professors and your advisors, and everyone's really on your side. I think the most exciting moment for me at any fashion show, and probably the thing I'm most anticipating about this show, is the moment that the house doors close, it gets a little bit quiet, and the house lights go down and everyone takes their seats. And that's kind of the deep breath. That's the moment you're standing on the bridge and you know that you're gonna jump, you know? And I think that if I'm lucky, I won't cry, but there's a definite possibility that I will be kind of blubbering about it. But there's something about putting your heart and soul into something creative and having it displayed in front of you and the people that you love that there's no comparison to. This collection for me is really for my dad, because he's the one I call for pep talks all the time, and so I think sitting next to him and watching it come down the runway is going to be a pretty amazing thing. We often in the sewing lab will talk about pit and peak, and what's the pit of our day, what's the peak of our day, and a lot of the time it doesn't have anything to do with sewing. But the pit and peak of putting together a show like this, or even putting together a collection for the show, is, I would definitely say the pit is not sleeping. I don't know if I've had more than 5 hours of sleep in the past couple months, but you know, being motivated by something I love to do, you barely notice it. I think the peak of the entire process is the camaraderie that you build. And I think that's bigger than seeing your work come down the runway. I think it's bigger than having something perfectly fit on a model. I think it's knowing that in those late hours when you were in the sewing lab and you bonded with the people around you working towards a common goal, I think that's something immeasurable. I think it's definitely, for me, the peak of the entire experience.